Woo! Hey guys, how's it going? How's my little barn cat? How are you doing? Not little barn cat like Lil Barn Cat, but my little barn cat like Ginny Barn Cat. And how's Pablo Barn Cat doing? How's it going, buddy? Hey, stop stealing that. I have these 2 slices of pizza. Ginny just immediately tried to grab one of them out of my hands. You are fierce, girl. But these pizza slices are not for barn cats. And we have a very, very busy day here on the farm, and I'm gonna be taking you guys with me throughout it. So buckle up. Now here are the rightful recipients of this slice of pizza that I have. Hi guys, how's it going? Hi, come on inside, let's go inside. You guys are being so good right now. Toby dog, here's your slice. Abby dog, here's your slice. Enjoy. Yeah, I made too much pizza for me to eat last night by myself, and so figured I'd save a slice for each of them. Oh, Abby loves that pizza. Toby dog, are you busy guarding and inspecting your pizza? You're always so careful with your food. Yeah, that's the prosciutto and balsamic glaze. It's pretty tasty, isn't it? Much like with people, it's not a good thing to give your dogs pizza every day, but every once in a while as a treat, it's not a bad thing. Abby, you went full Ninja Turtle on that slice of pizza and just devoured it. Cowabunga, dude. Yeah, look, see, Toby dog will take his time with his food. Abby dog, I actually have to be careful with her sometimes because she will eat her food so quickly. Yes, but you're still a good girl. Yes, you are. Hey, Macho Stud. How's it going, bud? How are you doing, pal? Later today, I'm going to be doing the first ever book signing for my book, Toby Dog of Goldshaw Farm. I'm super excited about it, and I'm not exactly sure what to expect. I feel like it can have either 3 people show up for it or like 100. For either scenario, I'm kind of nervous for. But that said, I do kind of expect it to be fun to just sort of hang out with people, talk about the book, maybe sign some copies. It's actually going to be at our local cafe here in Peacham, the Peacham Cafe. So it's not like I have to travel far to go to it, which is also a nice plus. Of course, I do have to get over to the cafe pretty soon, so that means I can't dilly-dally too much while I'm doing my morning chores. So let's get on with it. Baby B, did you just knock down my water hose? I saw you from the other side. I know what you're up to there, girl. Oh, you like to play with the hose. Is that what's going on here? Aw. Don't lick my camera, sweetie. Look at those little baby bee horn nubbins coming in. You're getting to be pretty big. You got another year before you're gonna be hanging with Macho Man, but you're getting there. Baby B's become very curious about Ginny Barn Cat. Ginny Barn Cat's kind of terrified of Baby B. You know, you scratched me something fierce. I was bleeding earlier. Does this give you a better vantage point on Baby B? Ginny's okay with the cattle if she can be above the cattle, but she doesn't like to be below the cattle, which is perfectly understandable. Hey, Amanda, how's it going? All right, let's see if I can try to rig this hose up with only one hand. Yeah, I still haven't figured out a good system for this, like attaching the hose, that part. All right, I think we're in business. Cattle look like they have plenty of hay still. Probably feed everybody tomorrow. I don't have to do it today. Yesterday, though, I cleaned out the cattle's water trough, and half the water had actually frozen into a brick, which is what you see Baby B licking on right there. Kind of cool actually getting it out. I don't really know where else to put it other than right there and let it melt away, which probably won't even do until, I don't know, April or May. So we might have a giant lump there. I gotta be careful that I don't let like too many of these ice blocks build up and then builds a ramp over to the boys section. That's definitely a risk I'm contending with, so I gotta be vigilant with that. But yes, my electricity-free watering system continues to roll on throughout this winter, even though it has been a relatively mild Vermont winter. I mean, I'm actually starting to sweat with this hat on because it's like 31 degrees Fahrenheit, so just below 0 Celsius when I came outside today. And it's supposed to warm up even more. Oh, you curious about the hat now, Baby B? You're full of so much curiosities, girl. I am really starting to become affectionate for you. Of course, you still don't like it when you get touched. Like, she will come up to me, but she does not like me touching her. Like, she's like, okay, I'll lick your fingers. That's cool. Then the second I try to, like, give her a rub, whoa, she's like, no, that's not what I like. So I'm still working with her. You gotta go slow. You gotta build trust. You gotta have patience. That's just the way it is. Look at these cranky barn cats. They're just mad they didn't get the pizza and that the dogs did. And look at those satisfied dogs. You look pretty happy. I gotta admit, I'm pretty happy too. Although I'm nervous about this signing, I'm also kind of excited about it. And also, I'm feeling so much better over the last couple of days. I was sick, so thank you guys for all the well wishes, but it wasn't too bad, just kind of a head cold, I think. All right, dogs, let's go greet the birds. I wonder what they've been up to. Morning, birds. Got you some fresh food. I also have some fresh bedding for them. It's still kind of muddy and swampy over in this area, so this is where I'll drop today's bale. Please don't pee on it before I'm done. Please don't pee on it before I'm done, okay? Let me get it open first. Excuse me, Abby Dabby Doo. Thank you. Abby dog, you are such a goof, but I love you. So as I mentioned in a previous video, we've got Christina Aguilera right here. And so because of that, I've decided this gal right here is gonna be Britney Spears, and this young lady right here is gonna be Mandy Moore. So Christina, Mandy, and Britney. And yeah, that's Barry White, the rooster. You know, I probably should have gone for like a Y2K male pop star, but he already had a name, and I felt like it was kind of fun to have a black rooster named Black Francis, and so I had a white rooster named Barry White. So yeah, sometimes on the farm, the naming scheme will clash. You know, at some point, I think the next rooster I'm gonna have should be called Joe Strummer. Oh man, you're peeing right on the roost, huh? All right, that's just how you roll. Toby's like, this is my roost. You look so cozy right there. You love that fresh bedding. Don't even mind being around all the chickens too. Would you look at you? You are such a beaut, girl. So here's what we got on our chicken scraps menu for this morning. Some pizza crust, some old lettuce, and almond meal because I make Allison almond milk. Dig in. Enjoy. The early rigors and chaos of goose mating season continues, and it's quite stressful on absolutely everybody involved. I still haven't seen any goose eggs yet, but I'll let you know as soon as I get some. Would you look at these two Bielenfelder chickens? They're slick. They just stole that pizza crust and they brought it underneath the weird chicken house so they didn't have to share it with anybody else. You're a smart girl, you know that? Of course, this Barred Rock just got in on the action. You know, one question I've gotten in the comments is, when I feed the chickens things like pizza crusts or bread, do I worry about the ducks and geese getting it because it's really not good for ducks and geese to eat bread? And the answer really is, the chickens are such like land piranhas that they definitely outcompete the ducks and geese for the scraps. And so I'm not too worried about it. You know, sometimes like you'll see the ducks and particularly the geese get into eating things like the lettuce and the vegetable scraps, but that's totally fine for them. But when it comes to the bread, like the chickens are all over it, much like you just saw right there. Even though I'm really busy and stressed today, I still need to make time for Weird Chicken Moment of Zen. Hey Carmen, how's it going? Good to see you, girl. To the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump. Hey there.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Morgan.
My name is Jen.
Hey Jen. Appreciate you coming out today. Yeah, I'm happy to sign books or answer questions.
I love that you were able to capture like what it would feel like to be a puppy and watch your siblings go home.
5 hours later.
Hey Toby dog. Hey Abby dog. Did you guys miss me? You missed me while I'm gone, huh? The book signing went really well, and I had so much fun just sort of hanging out with everybody and chatting. We raised a bunch of money for the Peacham Cafe, and I got to hang out with folks and just answer questions and all that sort of good stuff. I got to admit, I probably wasn't even saying this clearly enough earlier when I started shooting this video, but I was really nervous about the whole experience and just had a lot of anxiety about it all, but it was great. Everybody was awesome, and it was so nice to meet everyone. And I got to admit, I was blown away by just how far some of the folks had traveled, like upstate New York or Burlington, to come out and hang out with us. You know, it's so funny how you can sometimes build stuff up in your mind and make it something much more than it actually is, but it was a great experience. I really enjoyed it, and who knows, I might end up doing another one of those again real soon. And there's actually something I want to talk to you guys about that, but first I got to do bird lockup and that sort of thing. All geese go to bed. All geese go to bed. You were the last ones out here. Yeah, that was it. Let me dump their water. You know, Abby Dog, one of the questions I kept getting was, when am I gonna write an Abby Dog book? You know that. Everybody was asking about when's the Abby Dog book coming. And the answer to that question is, it'll be a couple of years. I have like an idea for an Abby Dog book, but I have the book about Lil Barn Cat that I'm working on right now. Plus, once I finish the Lil book, and if I do another book after that, It's gonna actually be a Pablo Barn Cat book. But after I do the Pablo Barn Cat book, Abby Dog, there will be an Abby Dog book. But if you guys actually haven't read any of the books, and books by really, I just mean book, which is the first Toby Dog book, I will leave a link for it. You can check it out. I really think you guys are gonna enjoy it. I got so much good feedback and heard so many great things from folks who enjoyed it. I was able to keep my emotions in check while I was there, but now I almost feel like I wanna start weeping. It was just such a happy and wonderful and just cool experience. So again, thank you to everybody who turned up for it. Come on, dogs, inside, let's go, come on. Oh, Mr. Toby Dog. You know, one of the other funny questions I got was folks asking about the personality differences between Toby and Abby. And yeah, they couldn't be any starker. I mean, not in a bad way. You know, one of the questions was like, how hard is it to get Abby to pose for pictures? And the answer is it's so easy to get Abby to pose for picture. Abby, sit. Good girl. Toby Dog is actually the harder one. Toby, sit. Toby's a little bit harder. He kind of does what he wants. So I put out that bale earlier today and it's completely spread. And so there's all this fresh bedding here now. And that's how I keep my coop clean. The chickens are starting to get ready to roost. You can see them starting to kind of circle up around here. Because I wanted to shoot the end of this video here, I'm actually doing today's chores a little bit early. I usually wait until it's fully dark before I start doing the chores, but then it actually makes it much, much harder to shoot a video. And so it's actually a little bit lighter. Like I'm probably, I don't know, half an hour earlier than I usually do for shooting a chore video. Oh wow, actually that's kind of cool. Look at this. So notice how high the snow is in the background here? Yeah, it's pretty much chest high on me over on that side. But then if you look on this side, I mean, it's below the chicken fencing. The reason for that is this side gets full sun exposure. This side, because of the woods, actually gets a lot of shadow. And so this is the much darker side. And so, yeah, there's probably an extra 2 feet, foot and a half of snow on that side versus this side. All right, good night, birds. I'll see you in the morning. Ooh, looks like somebody hid an egg. I don't know the quality or age of this egg. So this might end up being a dog egg. It can't be that old because I would have easily stepped there at some point. But the dogs deserve good things, and so sometimes I like to give them an egg. Come on, guys, out you go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got barn cats lurking here. What's the matter, Toby Dog? Something just got the attention of both dogs. Abby just sprinted down there, and Toby Dog just started barking. I wonder what that's all about. Abby's out there. She's got like the beat on something. Something's got her attention out there. Do you know what it is, Toby? I thought this video was just gonna end with me feeding some food to the dogs. Who knows, we might have an active crepuscular predator. What is it, girl? Are you trying to earn your keep today? Well, maybe she is a guard dog after all, huh? Well, I will tell you one critter that never took their eye off the prize was Mr. Pablo Barn Cat. He's waiting here to try to steal some food, even though both he and Ginevra are gonna sadly be disappointed. Here you go, Abby Dog, here's your food. All right, Mr. Toby Dog, here's your food. You know, it's actually funny, another question I've gotten from folks lately is they've noticed that I often will feed Abby before I feed Toby. And the reason actually is because Toby Dog won't eat until Abby gets her food. I know there's this stereotype that a lot of folks have in their head that because Toby's older and because he's first and because he's male, that means he's like the more dominant dog. But actually, as you just even saw right there, they've established a relationship where Abby is kind of the head dog in a way, where Toby Dog will often stay and kind of guard the main area, which is why he kind of stayed with me and the barn cats like down here. And Abby's gonna be the one who investigates the trouble, and Abby's kind of the one who, you know, always expects to eat first, and she'll like take Toby Dog's bones. And while many folks might not feel like that's the right thing, that's the order that the dogs have established. That's actually got nothing to do with me. I let them sort that out themselves. And so I just try not to interfere, and I try to respect what they've sorted out themselves. And you know, sometimes the world of the animal is a little bit different than the world of the human. But thanks for watching, everybody.